Hey everybody, Chrissy Love live to the world. It's another great day. And I know you're wondering, why are we in the bathroom? And why are we on Majority Rule Day? Or like I call it, Majority Ruse, because you know it's a ruse, what happened 51 years ago. So what we're going to do, it's also a Wednesday. You know, on a Wednesday we do wellness things. So it is a Wellness Wednesday. Y'all excuse me, I still got this little sniffle I'm battling. But it's good to have all of you here. Loveness, how are you? How you doing? How your mama doing? Everybody good? Yes. So we're going to get this edition of Chrissy Love Live and ruSe started. Hey, Nadia. We're live to the world. And today, it's a Wednesday. Those of you who are at home, you're celebrating Majority Rule Day. And I'm going to give you a history lesson like I always do. Hey, Elaine. Hey, Paquita. Hey, Lajira. Hey, Stanran. I'm going to give you a history lesson like I always do. But unlike before when I was on terrestrial radio, you like the head wrap? We're getting ready to do some things, Lydia. Unlike when I was on terrestrial radio, I couldn't really say the things I felt about Majority Rule Day. But now I can. Yes. Hey, Pat. And so, of course, for those of you who are at home, the one good thing, Nelson, that's you, Bill. The one good thing that punk-ass Perry did was to give us another holiday. Now, I will admit, as a business person, I hated the new holiday. But as a person now who's just chilling like a villain, I love this Majority Rule holiday. Now, we all know, and of those of us who don't know, because I know my demographic skews very, very, very young. I am amazed. I always tell Nelson this. I'm amazed at how much my demographic doesn't know about the country. But you know, I don't blame you, because we've done a piss poor job of educating you and telling you about the things that made history in the Bahamas. Nelson say, how go Majority Rule Day is nothing but a sham, so they don't want to be in office. Well, Nelson, we can talk about that in a minute. But I hope you're enjoying your holiday. Hey, Legal Eagle. I don't know, Legal Eagle. Finally, you can comment. I noticed that, like I said, my finger had hit something. I don't know what's going on, but y'all bear with me. I'm going to figure out this whole YouTube thing. I'm so close to figuring out how we could do split screen interviews. But just to give you a heads up, thank you so much. I'm getting ready to do some, we'll be combining Wellness Wednesday with Majority Rule. Y'all like that? Because as we slough away the bullshit of 51 years of lies, yeah, we sloughing away, we exfoliating today. And so while we talk about Majority Rule, I'm also going to show you my secret go-to sugar scrub. Shout out to my girl, Kenosha Bonamy. Y'all been going to Kenny? You know, I keep telling you, black women, y'all better exfoliate. Ain't nothing like a scrubby black woman. I hate to see scrubby black skin, but that's just me. That's just me. So today I'm going to show you how to make my favorite go-to simple sugar scrub. Remember, I keep telling you guys in the Bahamas, stop buying white sugar from them evil merchants. Use white sugar to scrub your foot. Lord, this light bright now. Mother sick. So we're going to get it started today. As you know, on January 10th, 1967, hey, Black Velvet, we had a historical moment in our country. For those of you who do not know, it was on the January 10th election that the UBP, United Bahamian Party, made up of phenotypically white people who were basically oppressing black people. Now, all the UBP wasn't bad, just like all the PLP wasn't good. All right, but you know, the PLP is take Majority Rule like it's their story. And ironically, I've been to many Majority Rule celebrations where the PLP don't even mention Randall Fox and Alvin Brannan. They ballsy, eh? If you listen to the PLP, you think Lyndon Penland did anything. So let me tell you what happened back in the day. 51 years later, in all my years of Bahamian broadcasting, I've repeated this story of January 10, 1967 over and over again. Daniel said, I got a sugar wax a day. Man, look here. Isn't it wonderful? Waxing hurts, though. I'm sorry. So again, I've been saying this story about January 10th since 1979 or 80 when I started broadcasting. We all tell the story. The PLP finally made it a holiday with Perry Christie at the helm. Lyndon Penland didn't see fit to do it. But I'm not going to talk too stink about the PLP today. Yeah, I'm going to let that ride a little bit. But, you know, today you have a day off. And I said earlier, that's one good thing that punk-ass Perry did right. But we can have a discussion about just who the majority is ruling. Because we all know majority rule. It's a ruse. Look it up. RUSE. Miss Paquita say all they want to teach the children about is Christopher Columbus, nothing else. Because again, we are run by imperial figureheads who don't want you to know your history. But many people have taken this very same day And they have revised this history over and over again. It's so sad that our politicians try to revise the history instead of saying what happened, atoning for the bullshit that you did and then moving on. But no, they don't do that. So we can have a discussion about just who the majority is that ruling. So for the youngins in the audience, we can give you the history. As we highlight the history, hey Rose, we're also going to combine a Wellness Wednesday vibe. And my face is naked and my head is tied because I'm going to show you, I am so lucky, I tell you, my friend got his heat on Africa times hell. Shout out to my girl Kyra in Atlanta. And so we're going to talk about all the things majority rules or rule, whatever, how you feeling. And I'm also going to do a quick show today because of the holiday. Under the Rug Media, shout out to my boy Greg Colley. He's going to be on at 3 o'clock. Thank you so much, Linda. I feel great. I ain't feeling these bags under my eyes, but you know what? That's all right. Daniel said I can tell you 1 or 2 sentences about what I learned about majority rule. Well, tell me, because one of the things I really think the PLP is really shitty about, well, I was one of the last journalists to interview Sir Randall Fawkes. Sir Randall Fawkes was treated terribly during his time on the earth. Sir Alvin Brannan as well. I've tried to interview Sir Alvin Brannan's children. They tell me they didn't want to talk about majority rule. But that's what the Bahamas does. The Bahamas hurts its citizens and disposes of its people who they would have used already. And that is why a lot of people have that attitude. But I know it was my pleasure to have one of the last interviews of Sir Randall Fawkes. As a matter of fact, I played it at Shitty 96 at one time. But we don't like to tell the story. We like revisionist history. So today we're going to do a little grapeseed oil sugar scrub as we slough off all this shit of the past 51 years. You may remember we had a big time celebration last year about the 50 years majority rule. And once again, Lyndon Pinland picture was big, but Alvin Brannan and Randall Fawkes picture was small. Lord Jesus, how can I soar with eagles when I'm surrounded by turkeys? Not y'all, the turkeys who are in control of the nation. Yes, darling. So today, we're going to start our sugar scrub, and we're going to talk about majority rule. Y'all ready? Don't you love it? We exfoliating while we learn. Daniel say this is all we learn in school. Number 1, Samala Butler threw the timer out the window, and Sir Lyndon threw the mace, and there was a taxi protest. Well, they don't want to tell you your history because, you see, if I keep you ignorant, dumb, and stupid, and not knowing who you are, I control you. But y'all were taught a king's way. I ain't judging you, boo. I understand. I ain't judging you. I understand. Hey, Sonia, I'm doing great. So today, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do our sugar scrub. I keep telling you guys, the one thing that you must use white sugar for is to scrub your body. So this is our white sugar. Okay? Just regular cheap ass white sugar. And what we're going to do, we're going to add an oil that I've been telling you about for years. You may have heard me tout the benefits of grapeseed oil for the longest. Remember, I'm also trying to get Bahamians to stop frying their food in bullshit canola oil. There are oils at home that are cheaper, even though the food stores are ridiculous with their markup. So we're going to use a grapeseed oil. This is just a simple grapeseed oil. I'll have, yes, real white sugar. I'll put the links on it after we sign off today so you can know where to get your grapeseed oil from, because we do have stores that sell it. The price point is a little high at home, and so we're going to make it do what it do. So to that sugar, hold on, let me make sure. To the sugar, we're going to add the oil. Hold on, I only got one hand, so I'm going to pour the oil in the sugar. I'm going to let you see what I'm doing too. All right. Yeah, I have to do my one hand. So you see, I've added the oil to the sugar. See? And then I'm going to stir this a bit. Now, if I was in my own spot, okay, where I had all my alchemy. Now, I'm not an alchemist like Kenny. But I do my best with mixing it. Lord, I miss Kenosha. I hope y'all go into the spa loft above Carrie's department store. Hail my cousin Kim when you go there. Yeah. And so we're going to mix this up as we exfoliate the bullshit of 51 years of lies and untruths that we've been told as a people. Yeah, if you listen to the PLP, they act like only Lyndon Penland did anything for the country. So this show is telling the truth. And while we thank, guess what? We thank punk ass Penland. We thank cocksucker Christy. We thank indignant Ingram. We thank all of them. Yeah, I love black seed oil, Nadia, but that's a little too high for me, child. That price point a little too high. To scrub, now black seed oil is awesome for your face. I've used it before, the black cumin seed oil. I'm also a big fan of castor oil, and I want you to stay tuned for that. I'm going to start showing you how I make my castor oil packs as well. My very good friend has started his own castor oil line, so we're going to tell you about that too. So what we're going to do, we've mixed it up. Yes, Jared, we're using sugar and oil. Now, most people, when I tell them I clean my face with oil, they look at me like I'm crazy. But oil cleansing is the best cleansing for not just black skin, but all skin. Again, I'm bragging, but at 55, thanks. And my skin wasn't always this great. My skin started its transformation in 2008 when I started incorporating more greens. I started incorporating gelatins in my diet. I started incorporating bone broth, you know, that same chicken sauce juice that we love. That's good for your skin because you got to have the collagen bonds that help the skin. I also am going to share with you a product that I use on my face too. It's called collagen hydrolysate. I don't use it on my face, sorry, I take it internally. Now, for those of you who are trying to be vegetarian and vegan, like I told my girl, Yo, hey, Reverend Yo, it is made from grass-fed cows, so it's gelatin. But we'll tell you more about that. But first, this is it right here. This is the gelatin that I swear by right here. I take about 4 tablespoons of this a day, and it helps with joint pain. It helps, of course, it's good for wrinkles. Jared say, Kim, who the hell is Kim? What foolishness you talking? You better check yourself. That's the song. Shut up, Jared. You too like foolishness. So I'm going to rest this down. Yes, tea tree oil is good, but because I'm at a friend's house, I don't have all my stuff. And so let me rest the phone down. Hold on. Okay, why this ain't doing? Jared say, boop, boop, boop. Who the hell is Kim? What foolishness? Okay, hold on. Let me open the medicine cabinet. You know, you got to, my friend is a real true boy. Okay. He only have the minimum. All right, come on, phone. Okay, y'all gonna have to get nauseous because I flipping. Y'all can still see me? Now it's telling me put the device back. Okay, guess what? We have to do it without the light. Y'all just have to look at my scrubby self. We have to do it without the light. All right, so here we are. Come on, phone. All right. So I have my sugar scrub that I made. See? And every day, even though people tell me I shouldn't, but every day I exfoliate. Every Jesus Day the Lord sent, because black women need exfoliation. So what I do every day, I usually do this in the shower. Let me put a little more oil in it because it needs to have a little more viscosity. So I'm going to stir the oil in. And because I'm not doing this in the shower and I don't want to make a mess everywhere, as we talk about majority, I still can't believe that's all you learn about majority rule, Danielle. So I'm going to mix it up again. You see the scrub? You see the texture that we want? This is how we want the scrub. Now, again, if I were home, I would put essential oils in it. Shout out to my girl, Chanel Johnson from doTERRA. I would put oils in it like helichrysum oil. A little costly, but so worth it. I would put oils like tea tree, like lavender, like geranium, all essential oils that help the skin. Now, if I was in the shower, I would just take it, put it in my hand, say, thank God for the Lorraine Hepburn who gave me more than what I needed to know. Child, it's good to know. You got to know your lesson. Because see, if you mind the politics, like I said, I've been to many a majority rule celebration where they didn't even talk about Alvin Brennan and Randall Fox, which I think is ridiculous. But that's how fucked up we are as a people. Some of us are really fucked up as a people. We try to rewrite history. And that's how we are. Also got to give a shout out to my boy, Reverend C.B. Moss, who for years was having a Majority Rule Day celebration when the PLP wasn't celebrating it. So, you know, that's how we are as a country. We practice revisionist history. And unfortunately, you know, I don't know why we do the things we do. People just have issues. I'm not trying to figure. You know what? I had a big epiphany. Oh, shit. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out people. Look, y'all see how my phone dropped? Hey, Lane. Hold on. Let's fix this light. Mommy, no light in the kitchen. I need a... See, I go and leave my tripod home, man. Andrew say, me too. Daniel say, Gerard say, can you use the scrub between your leg where it's rubbed to get rid of blackness? Yes, you can. You know, I've shared with you that every week when I was home, I went to my girl Kenny and I got a sugar scrub every week. Okay, what happened to the phone? Y'all stay right there, man. Give me a chance. You know, no tripod and shit. Okay, really though? Like, why? What's happening with the phone? Really? Hold on. What happened to the phone? Y'all stay right there. Super chat. What's happening to the phone? Yes, you can scrub it anywhere. Elizabeth say, hey, Chrissy, how are you? Is the grapeseed oil organic? Now, Liz, because you know sister's on a budget these days. Hold on, why isn't my phone working? Is that me? Okay, now we're back. Hi! Yeah, I usually use organic grapeseed oil, but you know, thanks to some bitch-ass bitches, I have to spend my money on legal fees. So I had to cut out my organic oil. So I just usually in the shower, hold on. When I'm in the shower, I would just take the scrub and I just scrub my face. Now I'm trying to do it over the sink because like I said, I don't want to make a mess. I always start with my cheeks because I have a lot of discoloration on my cheeks and chin. All right? And then I take more. I scrub here. Now, you have to work up to this. I will admit, I'm used to scrubbing my skin. I also scrub my neck. You want to scrub your décolletage. Got to scrub everything. I don't advise the sugar scrub for you if you're a newbie and you're just starting out because some people's skin can't take the rub. All right, Daniel say she was told that Sir Stafford Sands left because he said he can't. What? Yeah, well, they also don't tell you the other story about Sir Stafford Sands. You see, unfortunately, our greedy black elected officials have just fucked up the history for their own selfishness. Now, yes, Sir Stafford Sands was a product of his time, and he did have challenges with black folk running the country. Well, let me be disgusting. Sir Stafford was kind of right, because you see how we fucked the Bahamas right up? I just say it. Okay? And so, again, I want to get my forehead, because I'm trying to scrub out every wrinkle. Now, again, in the shower, if I was in the shower like I always do this, I do this every morning in the shower and every night. I would just have this, you know, all over the place. But because I'm here over the sink, and what you're going to notice when you do oil cleansing, it's like the law of similars. Like attracts like. So even though people say, oh, I could use oil on your face, that will make you oily. But the funny part is, oil cleans your skin better. Especially some of the bullshit soap we be using on our body. I keep telling y'all, stop buying them soap with sodium lauryl sulfate in it. Stop doing that to your body. Your body is not pleased with that sodium lauryl sulfate. Hold on, y'all, stay right there. And so I'm going to try and get my neck while I'm here. Try and get my neck without making a mess. You got to scrub your neck. You know, wrinkly neck bitches always think I'm making fun of them. You also want to... I also hit my elbows as well. Because again, I can't stand scrubby ass elbow. You got to hit them elbows, boo. You got to hit them elbows. And I rub it in. You know, you all who have them white bump on your nose when you squeeze your nose. It's so disgusting. So I scrub. You want to scrub here, on the hair. So as we slough off the bullshit of 51 years of majority rule. Well, let's keep it real. The majority don't rule. Couple people rule. So I'm going to get my cheeks again. I also scrub my ears. How many of y'all know women who is different color than the rest of their body? Let me read some of your comments. Damn that neck. Get them right. Scrub, don't bleach. I agree. Bahamian women. Now, let me just say for the record, I went through my bleaching phase. I didn't do the whole like demo bleach like how y'all is do it. I used to bleach the little marks on my skin. But once I find out that hydroquinone, I also exfoliate my lips. I can't stand crusty lip people. So I exfoliate my lips. I do my nose, you know, them bumps is around your nose here. All right. And after I scrub that in real good again, if this is your first time, wet your skin first. I scrub my skin dry because I'm so used to doing it. But if it's your first time, wet your skin first. Yes, you got to have soft, kissable lips. So y'all, you like how we combining Wellness Wednesday with exfoliation? And so I'm going to wait till the water get hot because it's down 29 degrees. But you see how, you know, when you wake up all that, you're waking up all that circulation. You can see pieces of my face are red. Like I said, I exfoliate a lot. If this is your first time, I would recommend that you wet your skin first. You know, everybody can't take the drag. I know the love nest like the drag. And so I take a hot steaming towel. I wring it out. And I try to open my pores a bit so some of the grapeseed oil can go in. And I just wipe the sugar off. Again, in the shower, I do this better because after I leave you, I can shower all the sugar off. Well, that's good, Black Velvet. I'm glad you love your black skin, but many Bahamian women and men have bleach. And when you put in the hot water, and when you feel this hot water, just releasing all the crap, because I always rub my neck up. I don't rub my neck down, because when you rub your neck up, that does make you age quicker. Rub your neck down. Got to get it off my elbows. See, I'm trying to get rid of this crust off my elbow. Say, Aunts could get you too sweet. I can't take it. Well, I wipe all this off when I leave the show, because I'm going to sign off a little before 3 o'clock, because Greg is having a special edition today of Under the Rug because of the holiday. So when I sign off from you guys, I'm going to shower all this off of my body. But for the show, I just wanted to show you our simple sugar scrub. Again, simple sugar scrub. And if you see here, you'll see that, you see how your skin has a dewy glow to it? Because the sugar helps to scratch off that dull layer. You notice a lot of women have this dull layer on their skin. All right. Shaw say you can't slough off 51 years of stupid people wearing PLP paraphernalia at a supposed unity rally. Well, you know, the PLP have unfortunately hijacked this day. I like how the PLP hijacked this day, right? But don't give homage to Randall Fawkes and Alvin Brannan. Were it not for Randall Fawkes and Alvin Brannan deciding to side with the PLP, for example, Lyndon Pindling offered to Randall Fawkes the Ministry of Labor, and he took it because all of his fight had to do with labor issues. Again, Alvin Brannan was promised that he would be made Speaker of the House. So on the 14th of January, because it took like 3 days for them to work out this deal, on the 14th of January, when Sir Lyndon called Alvin Brannan's house, he wasn't Sir Alvin then, he was just Alvin Brannan. When Sir Lyndon called his house and he answered, Sir Lyndon said, "Mr. Speaker." Sir Lyndon was a good bullshitter, okay? I got to give him that. And so remember now, as we slough off 51 years of bullshit, I want you guys to start sloughing off the shit in your life. Yeah. And see, you know, again, you can see the... So you need that. Andrew, all you got to do is make it, boo. I've already told you this, Andrew. Don't make me out you on the show. I've already told you about this scrub. Any discoloration that you have, remember you want to get in the corners of your nose, because you know a lot of people have that. You could always tell people who don't exfoliate. They have that dull thing here. They have it here. They have it here. And so you want to try and get all that junk off. You know, you want to get your neck. You got to hit your neck. My neck is still a bit discolored because, you know, again, when you leave the ritual, it takes time to get your shit back together. All right. So you know what? We could sit right here and talk for a little bit. Let me move these things. Yeah, because I don't feel like going back out, coming out the bathroom. Hold on. We can sit on the toilet. We on the toilet. Y'all ready? Y'all ain't ready for the toilet conversation. And so today, people, as we tell you the story of Majority ruSe, we want you to also know that while the holiday is a day off, just generally for a lot of people, the day does have significance because that historic election, when the UBP had 18, you see, if you listen to the PLP, you would swear they won the election. See, that's the lie they like to tell you. They don't tell you it was 18 and 18. And let me just say for the record, how stupid are our legislators to have even numbered House? Just like now, we have 38 seats in the House. You know, I don't understand our legislators, but you know what? Fuck them. So I just want you to know the reason why you have today off, because even though those who were supposed to tell us what we're supposed to know, a lot of us do not know the history. Again, I was lucky to be the grandniece of Spurgeon Bethel. I was lucky to see Lyndon Pindling in my grandparents' house a lot. I was happy to go to independence events because my father was very much involved in the Free National Movement back in the day, hanging out with his boy Cecil. And so we knew these stories from back then. Now, in the 60s, when majority rule happened, we were still living in Brooklyn. My parents didn't dump us in the Bahamas until 1970, and they didn't come to the Bahamas until 1972, just before independence. And so I want us to have a conversation about majority rule because a lot of times it gets political and people tell their side. Yes, that's the story. But if you hear the political rhetoric, again, I understand the PLP. If Lyndon Pinland fought, I believe Lyndon Pinland, Nanny, and all that Milo. That's just me, personally. I don't mean Milo Butler. I mean that brainwashing of the PLP is something that they do, and that's why they themselves did not see fit for many years to give homage and tribute to Sir Alvin Brandon and Sir Randall Fox. I know one of Sir Alvin's sons who works in the bank, and I've been trying to ask him for an interview for years. And every time I ask him, the Brandon family is, I think they just pissed off. And they say they just don't want to talk about it. So again, that's another problem that we have in our country. So many people don't want to tell their story because of the pain associated with it. Daniel said, I'm going to call my history teacher and cuss him out because the French Revolution, cool, but we really didn't care. They used to tell us the Bahamas don't have much history. But that's what they do. And unfortunately, when we became an independent nation in 1973, any of the Bahamian history that we told had to do with Arawaks, Tainos, Caribs, and Lucayans, and the PLP. You see, that's how you brainwash your people. You control the history. But the good thing is that now you have information. Even though she was very politically polarizing, I give Dr. Gail Saunders credit. Yeah, you know, she tried her best to tell us the history. But again, they want you to know a certain history. They don't want you to know the whole history. They don't want you to know that it was 4 days later at 80s Hannah House in Cool Acres, right up the street from where I grew up, is where the whole discussion happened about what we're going to do about majority rule. Because again, the PLP at 18, the UBP at 18. And when Sir Randall Fox decided, that's why how the Bahamas government treated Sir Randall Fox. I remember doing one of his last shows where he cried about the fact that the Bahamas government wouldn't give him his pension. Finally, Hubert Ingram did the right thing and got off his ass and did something for Sir Randall. Finally, the PLP named the the Labor Day parade for Sir Randall. And you know, it's ironic, the same PLP that tried to vilify Sir Randall Fox, because I remember when I did the interview with him, I was told that I was entertaining a crazy man. And I told the person who told me that, fuck you and die. That's what's wrong with you young children. You don't know the shoulders you stand on. And so I remember that interview at More FM with Sir Randall Fox, and he was telling me how he couldn't get his pension. And you know me, I'm always trying to help people who I feel have been shit on because of politics in this country. And so many people have been shit on because of politics in the Bahamas. So Sir Randall's story broke my heart. I remember when I played Sir Randall's interview, I think it was about 3 years ago on my anniversary, his daughter, Rosalie, who does a great job of keeping his memory alive, keeping his sight alive, republishing his books. She asked me for a copy of the interview. And while I'm here in America, I'm working on digitizing a lot of the interviews that I've done. And that last interview with Sir Randall Fox, it touched my heart. I tell you, when she heard me play that, she ran up to the Guardian because she was like, her and her brother, you know, her brother who's riding the bike. They were like, can we please have a copy? And I said, all I have is this one copy. Sorry, but we're working on that. All right, let me read some more of this. I love y'all. Yeah, man. Marjorie say, hi, my girl. Still in bed on PLP Majority Rule Day. No, that's just not. It is not. And the thing is, you cannot allow the PLP to hijack the holiday. Jared say, you ain't got a bed to talk to us on Greg's show. No, man, I got to wash this sugar because I feel some sugar on my ass. Shaw, you killed me. K Great say, one thing I could tell you, that hard water in Nassau is heat up good. Well, the water heats up good here. It's just that it's cold. And so it takes, and I'm on the 3rd floor. So it takes a while for the water to heat through the pipes. All right. Black Velvet say, never bleach my beg me to, said I was too dark. Mama, black is beautiful. Well, you know, black is beautiful, but a lot of us, I don't know if you guys heard any of my shows that I did on colorism. We have major issues when it comes to the color issues among black people. And what Black Velvet is talking about is so very true, especially as women. We have major colorism issues as women. And I hope just one day we would have a conversation that's a bit more high vibration. You know, one day we will. As more of us heal our wounds, we're going to have that discussion. And we'll be willing to talk about it. You see how your nose is glowing? I can't stand when I see people out and you can see the white heads on their nose. Y'all ever see this show, the poppin' doc or something like that, where she has a show where she pops zits and she squeezes people's noses? Ew, yuck. So baby people, as we exfoliate the fuckery that we've been told all these years, remember, what are the ingredients? Let me see if y'all been paying attention. What are the ingredients for the scrub? Y'all killed me. Look at Jared. Jared, stop being trapsy. What are the ingredients for the scrub? Somebody wants to see the scrub again. And again, this is a simple scrub. Like I said, I'm not Kenosha. I don't even try to be the nail loft. with my girl Kenosha Barnaby. She makes these scrubs. Y'all please support Kenny, 434-3319. They're right above Kerry's department store. Every week, that's why my skin is the quality that it is, because every week I would get a full body scrub from Kenny. So imagine this scrub on your whole body. Except Kenny puts things like tomatoes in it for lycopene. She puts grapes in it. Again, grapes are a great natural acidic that helps to slough off the discoloration of your skin. So, you know, people, as we slough off stupidity, let's start getting a real idea of what Lola don't make me laugh of what we're supposed to be doing. Lola say, would coconut oil be a good oil to use? I heard a lot of bad reviews about people using that oil on their faces. Well, Lola, that's because they want you to use them products. Any product that you use in your body that has sodium lauryl sulfate is in it, you're fucking up your skin greatly. Now, a lot of companies might hate me for saying this, but please don't use sodium lauryl sulfate on your skin. Cleanse your skin with natural stuff. And even if you can't make it, I keep telling people, I buy this by the vat. This is called Alata Samina. Many of you call it the black soap. Many of you call it Yum Yum. In the Bahamas, they call it Yum Yum soap. No, it's not a bleaching soap like people like to tell you. But because of the ingredients in the soap, this is a soap that's made with plantain oils and shea butter and plantain leaf and banana leaf. Again, when I went to Ghana, lucky again and blessed, went to Ghana, I saw women making this by the vat. And again, Kenny's husband, I got to thank Ali, my boy. Ali lives in Ghana. When I was in the Bahamas, I used to get my Alata Samina. Also, my boy Les Turnquest. Shout out to my boy Les Turnquest from the Beauty Shack. He's been supporting Chrissy Love. Again, he sells Alata Samina. That's the name of it. Look it up. Alata Samina. And it's shea, it's coconut, it's plantain, it's banana. It's a bunch of things that make this soap. And so even if you are saying, Chrissy, I don't have time to make my own soap, you don't have to make it. You get 5 pounds of Alata Samina for like $16. And so, you know, I'll put all these links after I get off here for the store. All right, Andrew, I done tell you about the scrub. Andrew say, Gail look like an Arawak. Who's Gail? I missed that. Gigi say, what about apricot? What a lot of people use. No, don't. And that's another thing. Again, I'm not dissing any products, but you're not supposed to scrub your face with ground up nuts. I see a lot of scrubs on the market have ground up nuts in it. I wouldn't use that on my face because, again, exfoliation is still supposed to be gentle. It's not supposed to be harsh. So you got to be careful. Now, I will admit, because I'm used to scrubbing, I use salt on my face. I don't recommend that if you're not used to it. I do not recommend that. You have to work up to certain things. As a matter of fact, when we had Raw on the porch, a lot of people who were just getting into exfoliation, because you have black women who've never exfoliated, like never. And that's why their skin is so dull. Like people ask me, Chrissy, how come you don't have any bra marks, but you wear a bra every day? Because I exfoliate my skin. The only way to get good skin is to slough off the old skin. And you can even see still? You see the glow? And that's what the oil does. All right, Dallas say, do you refrigerate the unused portion of the scrub? No, I don't, because it's just oil and sugar. So you don't have to refrigerate it. Now, I will admit, if I had put honey in it, or if I had put, I actually put kefir in it, because kefir milk has the probiotic in it and it helps to, lactic acid is also good for your skin. So if I had anything in here that was perishable, I would put it in the fridge. But all this is grapeseed oil and sugar. And like I said, only because I'm here at my boy's house, I don't have my essential oils. Helichrysum is the oil that I prefer. But again, I got to pay lawyer now. So I had to dampen down to lavender and geranium, which are also good oils for your skin. Again, people, the only way to get back to sense is to work in tandem with Mother Nature. And they don't want you to do that. All right. Let me read some more. Say, Dr. Shaw say, Dr. Pimple Popper has a show. Yeah, that is disgusting. Gerard say, sugar and grapeseed Earl. Not Earl. I can't take it. Shaw say, wait, they did Sarandle bad too? Okay, see, Elizabeth could tell you. Elizabeth said, man, I watched Sarandle in court with his briefcase as a new attorney arguing for his pension. He was being ridiculed by many in open court. It was painful to watch. Yeah, the Ingram government did a fucked up job dealing with Sarandle. They originally came to their thoughts. You see, when I bring these stories up, people just want to have attitude with me. That's why I tell the Brennan family and the Fox family, Bahamians so fuck up, they don't even say the man name right. If I hear one more person call him Randolph Folks, I'm going to throw the fuck up. But that's what we do to people, you see. And Liz, you and I were just talking about this. You see, they treat you as disposable because they know that you know your worth. But now you're trying to rewrite the history and quoting Sarandle. And like I say, they did name the parade after him eventually. But the fact that the Brannon and Fawkes families had to go through so much bullshit in the Bahamas, that's why what's happening to me don't surprise me, because that's what Bahamians do. Bahamians, unfortunately, especially politicians in the government, they are so quick to dispose of people. They are so quick to take what they have for you. Because again, they want to break you to your fucking knees. People were calling Sarandle crazy. I remember on my show having to curse out a few people. All right? But you know what? Time longer than rope. And while you may try to erase Sarandle's memory, we all know the story. That's why we got to keep telling the story. So y'all know that, eh? Liz, thank you for backing me up on that, boo. Thanks, baby. Liz say, yeah, Nadia, I felt bad for him. He had his briefcase full of paperwork to prove his case. Court wouldn't let him finish his sentences. Just painfully disrespectful. Shar said, wow, that's terrible what they did to him. He worked for his pension. Give it to him. Yeah, but stink-ass Perry Christie and his stink-ass cabinet, okay? The first Pinling cabinet. And again, I'm begrudging nobody their pension. But you've had people who have used this country for their own bullshit who got their pension. But again, when it was time to be decent to Sarandle Fawkes, y'all, Bahamians, not us, that crew who believe only them supposed to eat and live in the Bahamas. I keep telling you, these people are fucked up and evil. And when I tell you that, you think guys be joking. And see, when you start talking about their fucked up and evilness, because I remember I tell you, high cabinet, high, and the thing is, the station I was at was very FNM. And so they were pissed at me for bringing Sarandle on. I had him on my show for 2 hours, and I let him just talk. But that's what we do. We dispose of people. All right, Desmond say, Chrissy, why don't you head an initiative to reintroduce Bahamian history in the public school system? Desmond, I love you. I don't give a fuck. Till the Bahamas do right by me, I don't give a fuck. You don't want to learn Bahamian history? I don't give a fuck. Continue to be dumb. Lord, let me not say that. Let me stop. Lord, help me. I'm in my feels. My court case coming up next week. I'm in my feels. Daniel say I'm a nurse and that's nasty. LOL. All right. Andrew say, out me, Chrissy. I want it. I stop outing you, Andrew. I don't tell you what to do. Hold on. See what I do? That's why I believe I block some of y'all. Like, Jason, are you still able to comment? Because I just hit your name and something came up. All right, Jason is here. Daniel is like, ew. Yeah, man, look here. Dallas say I like it too, Nadia. I like natural stuff from the earth. Jared say that's right. It was a Sunday when majority rule became official. Andrew say I love you, Chrissy. I love you too. Elaine says it's all about exfoliation. I exfoliate my face every single day. That's why you have great skin, Elaine. Desmond say educate and inform us, Chrissy. So many young Bahamians in my set are not familiar with our history. Daniel saying, oh yes, we had Celindan Pick in almost every class. Of course, because again, and I remember having arguments. My daddy used to cuss out one of the ministers of education who was married to my cousin. Again, we just buried my cousin who was married to Paul Adley. And my daddy, I remember one time, Paul Adley told my daddy, because, my daddy was always borrowing money from his good cousin Lilith. Rest in peace, cousin Lilith. Thanks for paying our Xavier school fee. Yeah, I appreciate love you. Yeah, thanks. And so I remember one time Paul Adley telling my daddy, well, if you can't afford these children in Xavier's, maybe you should just take them to government school. My daddy tell Paul Adley, them fuck up government schools y'all have. My children ain't going fucking there. My daddy was a little drunk at the time, too. Yeah, fuck was like the with my daddy. All right, Legera say 18 and 18, you lie. Well, that's the story. And see, that's just it. That's one of the things. And the PLP think I pick on them, but I hate how the PLP practices revisionist history. Like the PLP inserts PLP women into the suffragette movement who were not even a part of it because they want to rewrite the history and keep you stupid. The PLP wants you to worship the Pinlings. Joy says, Chrissy, you still looking lovely. Thank you. Jackie's here. Andrew say Gail Lockhart. What about Gail Lockhart? All right. Anyway, Daniel say, before I sent the lady I was interviewing home, I told her she really should exfoliate. Black hairs completely took over her face. Gigi said, I never, but it's worth a try. Daniel say, I used to get it from this lady named Yvette Jordan. My skin was clear within a week. What kind of bleach that is? But I'm not saying, guess what? You can bleach, but you can bleach with natural things. Like I tell my boy, Andrew, if you put just the lime on your skin, lemon is a natural bleaching agent. You can use that. My problem is that, and I was guilty of it myself. I used to go to this place in Hollywood that all the stars go to. I remember one time walking up my appointment. Who do I see? Tavis Smiley. And again, but when I read what hydroquinone does to your liver, I was like, I had a couple of spots here. I had spots on my neck too. But you see, again, from changing, and the thing is, I have not eaten like how I used to. When I was eating my greens all the time, I didn't even have these dark circles on my face. I didn't have this discoloration. You see, you could see where I have a little, look, every woman don't like to admit it, but each of us have a little mustache. Yeah, see, I miss Kenny for waxing that for me. Yeah, but we just have to slough off the bullshit in our country and live well, and we'll be good. All right, Daniel, the African black, the real thing. Yeah, man. If you can get it, Andrew, stop doing that. That's not nice. All right. What Jack Daniel say? No bleach, never. Well, the thing is, a lot of times, a lot of products that we use have bleaching agents in it. And I keep telling people, if you go on my Chrissy Love Raw online page, I have a list of all the cosmetics you should never put on your skin. And many of us put them on our skin, things like sodium lauryl sulfate, mineral oil, petroleum oil, propylene glycol, methylparaben, propylparaben. Again, these toxic things. And that's one of the reasons I used to, I love when Les, I'm not just saying it because Les used to sponsor my show, but I liked how Les gave you, but you had an option. Les sold a lot of the natural stuff at Beauty Shack, but he also did sell, because Bahamians could buy bleaching cream and Les is a businessman. But I think that if we have better choices at our disposal, we'll make better choices. That's all. I'm tired of seeing, notice the amount of Bahamian who have liver failure. Look at the women who are bleaching their skin to the point where you could see blue veins on their face. That's crazy. You don't do that to yourself. And again, I'm bragging on myself, but at 55, my skin is damn amazing. It could be better if I would stop eating a bunch of shit. But hey, we do what we can when we can. So, baby people, what else y'all got to say on this Majority Rule Day? I'm going to sign off because Greg Colley is going live under the rug at 3 o'clock. I got to shower the sugar off so I could be on Greg's show. But I just want to tell you, it's not a holiday here in America, but you enjoy your holiday. I said that's the one thing that cocksucker Christy did right. He gave us an extra holiday. Yeah, that bitch. So, people, I love you, right? I appreciate you. I thank God for you. And I behold the magnificence that each of you is. So let me go get ready for Greg's show. You could talk to me there again. Oh, Gail, the historian. Well, Gail was very loyal to party. She did a good job as the chief archivist for the nation for many years. I love Dr. Gail Saunders. But we all know if your bosses are telling you that only certain history must be important, that's what we just do. All right. Daniel said, I'm told I'm a real Bahamian because I sent someone home for not matching. Am I wrong? I'd use a trapsy, judgy Bahamian. Speaking of which, people, I hope you're ready. On January 22nd, we are introducing our new show, Chrissy's Court, Judge, Dragger, and Jury. And we're going to be judging people. Yeah, we judging you bitches. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. So not only am I going to be a pastor, legal, I going to be a judge too. Okay, I got to find one gavel. I can teeth my boy who's an attorney. He got one gavel and judge robe. I can teeth that from him. So January 22nd, stay tuned for that. We can be dragging, judging. We can be the jury and the executioner. Because if other trapsy bitches believe they could do it, why can't I? Chrissy's in session, boo. Y'all better watch yourself. Bye, Pastor Nadia. All right, y'all follow me to Under the Rug Media. Greg and I are going live at 3 o'clock. Stay right here, man. Well, not on YouTube. Greg will upload the show to YouTube. But we're going to be on Facebook, Under the Rug Media. Y'all like the page. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. And remember, 51 years of majority rules. Let's slough off the bullshit that keeps us back as a nation. Get your oil, get your sugar, and scrub it off. Scrub it off. Oh, thanks.